Hey y'all, welcome back to another Sisterlocks check-in video. I'm so glad that you all are tuning in, and I do hope that you all brought in an amazing new year. I hope you all enjoyed yourself and everyone was safe. Welcome to 2025, where every New Year's resolution that we set for ourselves will be fulfilled, okay? Speak it into existence, okay? Speak it into existence. But yeah, like the last couple of weeks have been very interesting. Just walking into my 9-month mark and then bringing in the new year, it's a really surreal feeling. Like, who knew that I would be walking into 2025 with Sisterlocks? I would have never guessed it. I would have never thought it. Like, making one decision in 2024 and having a different look altogether, like in 2025. Like, I just would have never thought that I would have been doing this, but we're here. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here already, you know I've been said 100,000 times, I love my locks. This was the greatest investment that I've ever made for myself, like the greatest self-investment ever. So if you are interested in just hearing about what the last 3 months have consisted of with this journey, make sure to keep watching. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you like it, leave comments, and also subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos to come. And let's get right into this. All right, so for those who are new to my Sisterlock content or videos, this is your first time ever watching any of my Sisterlock videos, I'm just gonna breeze through just like the maintenance and how I keep up with my hair. It's the same information that I shared in my 3-month check-in, the same information that I shared in my 6-month check-in. Basically, I wash my hair every 7 to 10 days. 10 days is if I'm just being lazy and I'm not in the mood to wash it within a 7-day range. I try to go as far as just 10 days max if it does come to that. Braiding and banding is not really my favorite thing. I really don't like braiding and banding. That's not something that, you know, I kind of focus on too much unless I'm washing my hair. That's the only time that I braid and band and make sure that I do it correctly and I do it the right way. When I go to sleep, I just put on a satin bonnet. Also, I do not use oils still. I do not use mist to help manipulate or style my hair or to loosen my hair. I have not been using conditioners. I'm still using my Sisterlock shampoo. So right now I'm still on that. I haven't been given the green light yet that I have been officially locked and I don't need to braid and band anymore, but we are gonna keep hope alive. We really are. We're gonna keep hope alive. I honestly was expecting for my hair to reach the locked moment at like 9 months at least. I just thought my hair texture would have already been locked by now, but guess I was wrong. So we're here. But yeah, so that's just the maintenance of how I've been upkeeping my hair. Nothing really has changed. I don't do a lot. All right, so that's just breezing through with what the maintenance is like within the last 3 months, reaching my 9-month mark. Now, I have been getting asked a question in my comments, especially on my 6-month video. I had a couple questions that were like, what size are your Sisterlocks? And you know what? That's a really good question. And I didn't respond to those comments because I didn't have an answer at the time. So I waited until I had another appointment with my loctician. Because when I sit and get my hair done by my loctician, we really just talk. You know, like that's my moment to ask questions, get understanding. And luckily I have a loctician, like she just knows how to explain. Or just if there's not really an explanation, she'll just, you know, just say it kind of is what it is. And in this case, with that question that I've been getting about what size are my Sisterlocks, I'm gonna say that they're like just the average size, so maybe like small. I guess you could say they're like small size. And the reason why I say that is because when I did ask my loctician about what type of size I had for my Sisterlocks, she was just like, there's not really like any one specific size that you have, because even when I got my starter locks or my tester locks, let me say that, when I got my tester locks, she gave me a range of different sizes. I had about 11 locks or 10 locks in my head. And as she was putting them in my head, she was explaining that, you know, there is a size chart, and just based on your hair density, your hair type will determine, you know, what size locks would probably best fit your hair. I'm gonna say they're small though. They're not like extra small. I guess they're just like the standard small. I don't know. This question is really hard to answer, so I do apologize if it's not like a very direct, clear understanding of what type of lock size I got, because I didn't ask for a size specifically. My loctician just did what was best for my hair type, and I liked what she gave me, and we kind of like kept it pushing from there. Also, keep in mind that with Sisterlocks, they do thicken up over time. So when you first get them, it's gonna probably catch you off guard based on how small they are, how skinny they are, should I say, but they do thicken up over time. Around that 3 to 6 month time frame, based on your hair texture density, your hair is going to start thickening up. So the size that you actually start with isn't going to necessarily be the size that you end with, but it's not going to be a drastic difference. Like, it's not going to change drastically, or at least so far it hasn't in month 9 for me. Okay, now for the other people, if it changed for y'all about 3-4 years in the game, okay, just know that the size that you start with isn't going to be the size that you end with. So yeah, the next thing that I want to touch on is the budding phase. I'm gonna be honest when I say that I haven't really started to see my hair bud that much. Like, I really haven't seen a lot of budding or what it is supposed to look like. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't told my loctician this, so if you're watching, because she told me don't mess with them and to leave them alone. But there were maybe one or two, but for sure one that I do remember, like, it was just irritating me. Like, if I would wash my hair and I would braid and band, I would literally see like that little ball just hang from one little piece of string, and I'm like, there's no way that it's gonna reseal itself and like become whole again. Like, I'm like, I don't know why I can't touch this, and I just pulled it off and chucked it, you know. So I haven't seen a lot of budding within month 9 or just month 7, 8, and 9. I haven't really seen a lot of budding, so I don't know if I'm just still waiting for that to take place. Again, my locks are not at the mature state yet. They're still developing. They're still baby locks. I'm still on my Sisterlock shampoo. That's pretty much what I wanted just to say on the budding thing. I haven't really experienced a lot of budding. I do have to share some bad news with you guys. Unfortunate news. It was hard for me to accept, but you know, first step of moving on is acceptance, okay? Acknowledging and accepting is first step to moving on. So my last retie session, which was yesterday, the 31st of December, I'm filming this on New Year's Day for you guys. On December 31st, I lost the lock. It was a little devastating, and if you all have tuned into my other updates with my Sisterlocks, you know that I lost 2 locks in month 5. I believe it was month 5. I might have to go back and watch that video. But I lost 2 locks previously. And I just thought, because I was just, you know, doing too much with my hair at the time, and just how I was handling it and stroking it whenever I would like play in my hair, making videos, it probably was a bit too aggressive. And after month 5, I just didn't have any more issues like that. But yeah, I lost another lock. We lost Sheba. That was her name because she is somebody and she meant something. This is the lock, and hopefully you guys can see it. This is the root. This is what it looked like. So basically with this lock, what was happening was it was thinning at the root. And the reason why, which is another thing that I really want to just kind of like spread awareness of for if you're looking to join the Sisterlock journey and lock your hair, it is really important to make sure that you are doing whatever you can, as often as you can do it, to separate your roots, to make sure that they don't marry together and combine. You know, like when you go a while with, you know, your new growth coming in, and you know, your roots kind of start like getting tangled up with each other and kind of like intertwining, and just looks like one whole lock, and then you got 2 locks coming from that. You know, you just want to make sure that you are separating your roots after your hair has dried, after you do your braiding and banding, because I think why this happened to me was because I was just pulling them apart, really. Like I wasn't necessarily being the most gentle. I'm not realizing that there are points in my head specifically, like my edges, and then like around the back of my hair, that hair is a bit more finer, so it's prone to breaking off easier or just like thinning quicker. And I just wasn't taking my time and doing what I needed to do, y'all. So I gotta take accountability, okay? I gotta take accountability. I did want to share that with you all because that's something that has taken place within 7 to 9 months. It's not going to happen to everybody. Everybody's hair texture is a bit different. Some people may have a stronger texture of hair where they don't really even deal with this or have to deal with it. But I wanted to share that possibility with y'all in case you didn't know. Also, I know that I mentioned about like the edges of my hair being thinner or softer or finer, and then the back of my hair being the same way. I actually see a lot of people referring to locks like pushing back hairlines or like just messing up people's hairlines. I wouldn't say necessarily that that's a fact. I haven't seen a huge difference within my hairline, to be honest. I do know that just overall my entire life, I have always had super fine and thin edges, and they really don't grow in super fast. Like, of course, they're edges, okay? We know how edges work. Every other piece of hair in our body will grow back in 0.5 seconds, okay? If you know what I mean. But edges has a different vendetta. They're on a different mission. So they don't necessarily grow back or, you know, grow thick and full the way they should super quick, unless you're like using treatment on it, like special oils or, you know, vitamins or whatever the case may be. That might help it grow back a lot quicker. But me, I don't really do none of that stuff. I just lay them babies down and they look like baby hairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're super soft like baby hairs. Like, they're like the softest part of my entire head. Right now, this is like where I guess the perimeter of my locks really kind of like shape, and I'll show y'all the other side as well. Like, it's like goes around my locks kind of. This was actually a really short one that was fine as well, that actually grew over time, so she was able to grip that. But she does try to grip whatever she can when there is enough hair. But just like with my edges, as you can see, like they're just like, they're not grippable, but they are layable. I haven't been laying my edges or anything like that, but I'm just saying, yeah, they're just really fine. And I think if they grew in, then my hairline would look a lot more fuller if she was like able to grip them and things like that. As far as my hairline, I don't feel like it's made a huge shift at all from the previous videos that I've looked at with what my hair looked like at the beginning to what it looks like now. Just throughout the months, I really don't see a drastic difference in my hairline shape or anything like that. So I'm not going to advocate for Sisterlocks pushing back hairlines because I just haven't come across that. So on a more positive note, something that I did achieve within the 7 to 9 months of having my Sisterlocks is a high ponytail, y'all. I can finally put my hair in a high ponytail. I think this was month 8 that I attempted it, or month 7, but I was so happy. We've come a long way. We've come a long way, but we have longer to go because I need that pony to drop, okay? Y'all saw what I said in the 6-month check-in. When I get that ponytail right here, as you can see, it was right there, and then I get it to drop, I ain't gonna be no good. I'm not. I'm probably gonna change my name, to be honest, but we'll talk names later. I used to cheer, and I remember how we would walk out with our hair in a ponytail, and we had to like actually walk so that our hair could swing. Like, yeah, I need that back. I need that energy back immediately. It just shows like just another way of showing me how far I've come with growth with my Sisterlocks. Sometimes it's just easy to feel like your hair is not growing because it looks the same. And even like when you get new growth, and it's just like you never realize how much new growth you have because it's so shrunken. And then when you actually go and like get a retwist, even with traditional locks, or if you're getting like a retie with Sisterlocks or micro locks, it's just, you realize how much your hair has grown after that hair has been stretched out and twisted or retied, and you're just like, man, I was really tripping. Like, I was really tripping. That's another reason, as I stated before, I make videos documenting the journey. Like, anytime I can get alone in the bathroom with good lighting and my hair is having a good day, or maybe not so much of a good day, I still try to just document what it looks like in the moment, because I know over time it's gonna look different, it's gonna change, and it's just gonna kind of just encourage me to like keep it going, keep it moving. That's just how I operate. I just love growth. I love hair. I love healthy hair. But I'm really excited about reaching my 12-month mark, just making it to a year. I think my locks look beautiful. They are flourishing. My 1 year is going to be in March 2nd to be exact. But of course, my check-in is going to land whenever I'm able to get my hair retied. After that point, I prefer to do check-ins with a fresh retie, honestly, just to give you the full effect of what I have and what it looks like and where we're at. Also, again, I will be counting my locks on my 1 year mark and letting you guys know how many locks I actually have in my hair, for those who care. I mean, it really doesn't matter to me how many locks I have, to be honest, but I do know that there are some people that actually care about that information. So I'm trying to, you know, give what I can to everybody. But again, make sure to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Any questions that you may have, you know, from this video, if you haven't seen my 6-month or 3-month check-in, go check those out because I may have answered some questions already in those videos that you may have. But yeah, any questions that you may have, make sure to put them in the comments below. Again, I thank you guys so much for the support and all the love that I've been getting within the community, and everyone's just giving me compliments. And for the people that are just starting their journey, congratulations. The people that are seeking to start their journey, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. I haven't so far anyways, so I can only speak from experience, but I wish you guys the best in your journey, and I wish you guys the best in this new year. Again, happy new year. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos to come. And with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.